Hi everyone, it's Paul from Touchboard Australia. Today I'm going to show you how to build our mobile height adjustable actuator lift. So set out all your parts, all your screws together. The main tools you'll need will be size 4 Allen key. You can use. Okay, so first thing you want to do is attach your wheels to your base. Now I recommend you use the Loctite thread lockable mid-strength. You put a slither of that on your thread on your wheel, put the brake on the wheel, and then hand tighten that onto your base. If you do this procedure, your wheels will not come loose, your wheels won't break. They'll be on, and this should last you for years and years. If you don't use the thread lockable, the wheels will, through time, come loose and they could break eventually. So it is very important you use that. Do that for all 4 wheels. On your base, you've got the option of 6 wheels. There's thread built in, but 4 seems to be pretty sufficient. And then you can continue with the rest of your install. Now lay out your kit. On these big legs here, there's a sliding insert. So you've got two parts here that you screw into one of your horizontal brackets, and they create a little gap as well, and you slide that into the insert. Now with that's the bottom bracket. We are at the front. This is going to be the front of the system when you're lying it down. You want your hole to be in that position as well, because your actuator arm will be sliding into that hole. Now the second part is, these are your sliders, and they'll screw into the side of the frame that slide up and down. There's the holes there, so match that up. So you clip that in, and your Allen key screws into a movable small black bar that goes up and down in your insert. So once you screw them in, there's 4 parts, 12 screws altogether. Once you screw them in, they can slide up and down individually. Now the method is to get them to the bottom. Just a closer look, that's the sliding bars. So they have a limit. They will never slide off. There's a built-in mechanism there. So that's the top. So you have them on the other side, so there's 4 of them all together, as you can see. Once you got that done, slide them down to the lowest point. You'll know what the lowest point is because you can't go any further. Now bring in your main piece here, and they'll line up with the other 4 holes. And again, this is the front of the system. Now there's a part underneath that bar. Again, that's for your actuator arm. So you want it on top. You don't want to install this upside down. So you see that part there? Have it like that. Now match up your screws to the holes. Then again, there's 8 altogether. 4 on this side, 4 on the other. And tighten them up. That's the other side. So this is what it should be looking like now. So you see your eye hole there, and you had your eye hole in the bottom section just there. That's what you're going to attach your actuator arm onto. So we've got the arm here. The top of the arm has a small lip. It will go through the small metal bracket and you'll put an eye bolt through both the holes and then clip that in. And that's that clipped in. The label, the arm should be facing that way. Now, I never tightened that bottom bar because you want the flex to move it, line it up with your actuator arm. That's how you know what height to set your bottom bar at. If you set it too low, your arm will never reach it. And if you set it too high, it means your setting, when you actually finish it, your panel won't go low enough. So these are the perfect settings. Right, now you have a top bar to secure it all. Same method as the bottom bar. You got your two little metal brackets. You put your Allen key screws through the insert, attaching to the metal brackets. Don't fully tighten it because you need a bit of flex to slide it down the arm. Now, don't mount it right at the top because you're going to be putting metal caps on at the very top, so you need to leave at least a 1mm gap. Once you're happy, start tightening things up. Measure as well from the bottom foot to the bottom bracket. Make sure it's the same on both sides so you know it's going to be level. So it's approximately 280 off the ground to the lip of the bottom of the bracket. Now this is what it should be looking like. Now if you stop now, you have yourself the basis of a wall mount height adjustable actuator lift, and the brackets that haven't got the cover on, you would be mounting that to the wall and screwing in through your top and your bottom bracket. Obviously you need to add on your power point and your controls first, then you'd line that up against the wall and ready to go. Now we're continuing because I'm going to put this on a base and make it mobile. And the good thing is you can take it off the base and mount it to a wall. Further down the line you decide you don't want a mobile anymore, lift it off the base, mount it onto a wall, make sure there's fixings and the wall is nice and strong. Okay, but the good thing about this system is it's got legs, it's got points where you can fix this onto, so the floor is supporting a lot of the weight, and you've got the bonus of screwing into your fixings as well. Right, we put it onto our trolley, it went into the insert, we've screwed in at the bottom so it's nice and secure. We're now just putting the power through the leg, pulling the power plug out, and we're just going to screw in our power board now. So this next part is just all about testing and cabling before you mount your panel. So you've got your controller. Your actuator arm has a couple of points. You plug your controller into that, run it along the arm, and you've got a couple of incisions to screw in your little up-down controller. Right, so just check that everything's level. Now it's funny with the mobile system, some floors might not even be level, but I like to just have whatever surface you're on, I like my whole system to be level. I like to see that bubble in the middle of the spirit level. Once you're happy and satisfied, add on your covers to your brackets you earlier installed. That's a sign saying I'm happy, I don't need to worry about that anymore, and you can start testing. So as you can see, you've got a massive height gain here. Make sure no cables are getting in the way, nothing's getting pulled. Test it up and down. Make sure you're happy. Once you've done that, add on your panel. I recommend using 2 people for this. And finish off, start doing your cable management. Tie in all your cables, add in your power for your panel. Make sure nothing's in the way. Test the height again. And that is your system. Now you can add on extras such as a webcam that just goes straight onto your mounting bracket. Check your height. Nice, and your panel's nice and level. You're ready to go.